Hepinize selamlar arkadaşlar, hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Kaldığımız yerden tekrar devam ediyoruz. Vampyr görev güncellemesi geldi. Pembroke Hastanesi'ne gideceğiz. Veya girmenin bir yolunu bulacağız diye.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah! It's my turn!
Rotten oppressive. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Sen adamı mı öldürdün?
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insult me again and I'll put an end to your misery right now.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes, that's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place. Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Bir masum öldürürsen sen de ölürsün.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Cana kayan canını verir abicim, yapacak bir şey yok. Bizde kural bu ya.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
Hoş bulduk,
Your
teşekkür
office has
ederim.
been prepared.
Teşekkürler. Görüşmek üzere.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Come on, I don't have a...
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Eski morga gir diyor da. Morg nerede?
It's locked, all right. Scour voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. I cannot enter. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Bitkin için tedavi üret diyor. Cüzdanın sahibine geri getir diyor. Şimdi Hangi şey yapacağımıza kendi katımıza.
Sure we're making a difference. I'm all right.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Kendi adımıza gidip şey yapalım. Bir rank atlayalım. Ama kapımız açılmış. Sağlığımızı arttırdık.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Dışarıdaymış diyor.
The pain.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Vampir olan kadın.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the...
You don't seem...
My face hurts.
Can I...
Nurses gave me...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Perhaps I should have
Good evening.
considered the
Do we...
Actually, yeah.
Doctor... Have you...
What's up?
Any opinion? Ah, yeah.
Don't get to nurse.
You really...
I'll go even. What is this house?
It's...
Don't be...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Good evening.
I thought
That's...
you can call...
I'm not...
Well,
You have...
No.
I have some...
What? Well,
not...
Good. Why?
Burada bir ipuçları var ama.
Good evening.
And I'm
Well,
Have you heard...
I don't have to... If you have some... Everything is...
Have you heard of any...
I don't have time for such nonsense.
Goodbye now. Good evening, Doctor.
I am...
Have you heard...
If you're running... Well, it is all...
Do you need...
Well?
Do you want me...
Oh, no.
I see.
I'm convinced that this...
Questions from...
True. Please, I'm a... I'd rather not...
As long as you're cautious.
You're not the fit...
What may...
I'm not a...
Of course. Tell me more about...
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering...
What is it, you grit?
Fair question.
Tell me...
Now first, but why? Because he...
This...
I agree.
Do you think...
All I...
Goodbye, Dr.
İyice olayları şey yaptık ya, birbirine bağdaştırdık nereden baksanız.
Good evening.
I don't...
I see.
Tell me... My wife.
How could your job be...
I was working a double.
You can't...
Of course.
Tell me more about...
1950.
What happened? How it...
I was... I would like to say...
Have you...
No.
Tell me.
Strict, what do I off?
Tell me. I was...
Are you sure?
In other... Goodbye for now.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering...
Good evening.
No.
Really?
I don't want...
I suppose...
Yes.
Could you at least...
Mortimer.
Tell me about...
I don't...
How...
So
How pain...
So pain...
I'm not really... I see.
Yes.
Have you...
No.
I have to go...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening.
It's my...
I'm Doc...
I'm bit...
What can you...
Not much... I'm a I'm a teacher by
Are you...
Yes.
What do you...
I have...
Is this...
Some of the staff...
Tell me more.
The ambulance...
What do you mean?
She managed...
I should...
I don't...
She...
Yes.
Have you...
Doctor...
Of course.
Well, go be curious.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Bir dakika, olayları gitgide çözmeye başladık ha. Pippa Hopkins. Sende bir şeyler var ama.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Rick.
Have you heard of any under...
I don't have time for such not.
Allah Allah. Saçmalamayın yok.
Pepper,
Yes?
I have no...
The rules say I won't be.
Is he worth?
Hey,
How long...
we're long in.
You're right. How is...
Well, not well.
Why does...
I don't.
Why...
Milton's not.
How would you...
It's Sue.
Nurse...
I wish.
You... Have you...
I don't have time for such.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Gel bakayım.
Good
evening, Doc.
Have you heard...
There are a...
What kind?
I'm not in the...
Why do you...
Fuck.
I know. It...
I've seen...
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I've been...
It sounds...
Yesterday.
You...
Go there, you... It's a...
How is...
You want to hear...
Are you...
And why not?
But you're not...
You keep...
What's going... You do...
Come on.
During the war...
Maybe you're right.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening.
Doctor.
Did he
Oh,
I see.
you...
Have you heard...
No.
Why does...
If it wa-
Dr. Tip...
If you...
How are...
Not...
Do you...
We are all...
Do you think...
We are all...
And...
Sorry.
I'm not...
Brilliant...
Most of...
It would be...
Nurse...
No.
Is that...
Well...
Why should his...
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop.
Goodbye now.
Adam direkt yanına mı?
Good evening.
Doctor.
Goodbye, Doc. Good evening.
Dr. Rick.
You're exhausting yourself.
No. We must...
Nurse Brown, you don't have to... You're exhausted.
No.
Nurse Brown, you don't have... What is
This...
it? Goodbye, Doctor.
Olayı çözeceğiz arkadaşlar biz burada. Gerekli insanlara bir tık ulaşmamız lazım.
Good evening.
Eve.
Goodbye for now.
Cosmics came here in the first place.
Good evening, Mr. L.
Evening.
Goodbye for... Good evening.
Your neck.
I beg...
What are you begging?
You keep...
Well,
Have you... I'm a...
It's only...
This...
I'm not...
I see.
thank you.
I cannot...
And why...
I don't need... Never.
It's a...
Delusional, you say?
Please.
I can...
Please.
I can...
Who are you really,
Is that not it?
I'm curious.
No, sir.
I'll leave you. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Good evening. Always a note and what do you mean? No. A point? Yes. What kind with the I'm very... Have you hardened? Do you work? Yes. Why? Because... Why it was for... Have we met? I don't think... When we funny... Are you... Why How after an insert...
Goodbye, Mr. Chidama. Good evening.
Read.
It seems we cannot...
I don't...
And what?
I said...
Be careful.
I only want...
This...
You see...
Tell me,
Strictly.
are you think...
Harvey...
What?
I struck... I'm not the... rival.
If you...
Doctors...
I know.
Don't be rid...
So
Let's just...
careless.
We're here...
I don't...
Modern...
Have you...
Black...
Thank you for your...
Olayları çok değişik şu an. Yani bilinmeyen iki tane daha adam var. Bir dakika arkadaşlar. Yatan hasta bilinmiyor. Bakayım. Çık.
Is our little
I think-
message? Is our little
I think of...
message?
Bizim amacımız buradaki çalışanları şey yapmak arkadaşlar. Yani sorgulamak diyeyim bir nevi, hem o hem de başka şeyler de var tabii.
Dr. Reed.
Well, Dr.
No,
How is...
everybody.
What...
Dr. Reed.
For how long?
I first...
And before...
If you must.
What can...
Every...
News...
It's...
What
This...
can you...
Well...
Do you know...
Doctor.
Have you...
I don't have time to listen.
I'll see you later. Good evening.
I'm okay.
go.
Don't waste your time with me.
As for me,
Ayrıntılar için cezbedebiliyormuşuz arkadaşlar. Ben o zaman birini cezbetmek istiyorum. Gel.
Good evening, Milton. Do you need any medical?
I'm fine.
Goodbye.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Harriet, I heard.
Blackma-
I
Seaboard,
really.
this is you.
Thank you. Miss Joe. Now,
Well,
have you
it will be
come?
thieves.
If you could.
It's terrible.
I see.
No one.
I'll come and.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Good evening, Nurse Hall.
Good evening.
What can you
Let me get
She
that old. Who says I...
Goodbye, Nurse Hall.
I will not let you down, my boy.
It's locked, all right.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Milton.
Önce Dorothy Crane'i bulmamız lazım. Bir türlü bulamıyoruz.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir.
I cannot enter.
Very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that...
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
Ortalık 56. Da şeyi bulamadım bir türlü ya. Dorothy Crane'i bulamadım. Ha. Dorothy Crane mi?
This dead flesh needs it.
Sen kimsin?
Please, sir.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir.
I'm Dr. John.
Oswald and...
How long?
I
Don't be ashamed. What can you...
His name is...
Where was...
He went down...
What can you...
I'm Os...
This is it.
We were looking...
I have all the information.
Thank you, Doc.
It's locked.
Evet, biri hakkında 3 tane ipucuya vardık. 11 ipucu kaldı o kadar.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Pepper, are you...
To become a nurse was a little girl's...
But you're doing...
We save lives.
What steps are you...
I don't know yet.
If...
On the cod...
And what about
For
Milton?
Milton.
Goodbye now.
Thank you.
I'm all right.
Good evening. Good evening. Goodbye.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Your son wished to die.
Are you not aware, suicide?
I understand you fear that.
All my son needs is...
Goodbye, Mrs.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs.
This hospital seems to be falling
Down, my
apart.
boy. How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Sen gel buraya çakal. Şuradaki çakal var ya, şuradaki çakal. Bir şeyler çeviriyor. Gel bakayım sen.
Good. How dare you seize people? What? No offense. Since you're not of no.
Do you think you would...
I don't think so. Don't. So, no.
You're a wise...
No, doctor. Do you really? As I quite... Yes.
Goodbye, Mr. Challange.
Bu adam da ölülerden çalıyor tuhaf bir şekilde. Bayağı ortalık karıştı.
It's locked, all right.
Neyse. Dorothy Crane nerede?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Vay vay vay. Sizde bir puşluk olduğunu anlamalıydım. Şimdi bunları yiyelim mi Cici abi? Yiyelim kapital. Bir sigara yaktım.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh.
What sort of creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me...
Yes.
Good. cannot enter.
Evet. Bu yatak nerede? Yatak döşek lazım. Yeteneklerimizi geliştirelim. 2000 yeteneğimiz falan olmuş. Evet. Arkadaşlar burada bitirelim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Bir dahaki videoda görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın. Bay bay diliyorum size. O zaman bir dahaki videoda görüşelim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın. Bay bay efendim.